Okay, so I actually did research for this. I had nothing to do last night, so I looked into it. Skibidi Toilet is a viral internet trend, according to my findings, which originated from a series of short videos on platforms like YouTube and TikTok. And the trend involves people performing a dance or lip syncing to a song that includes the phrase Skibidi Boop Mdada. Apparently, this is from a Russian band called Little Big, which released the song in 2018. And then I find out that most of my research is garbage, because we're not talking about this. We're talking about a series of videos involving toilets with Half-Life characters' faces attached to them. And these toilets are actually fighting with each other, and it was very popular for some reason. I didn't even know it exists, because I found that everything having to do with Garry's Mod is cringe. Yeah, people really liked it. It's like a whole YouTube channel, YouTube series, a lot of profits, a lot of cash. So it turns out that they're actually suing Garry's Mod. Now, what is Garry's Mod? Okay, now I actually did proper research, alright? So, Garry's Mod is a sandbox game, in other words, more cancer, which is why I didn't know or care about it, because it's cringe. I mean, playing a video game with no objective, like, what are you, some kind of autistic person? The answer is yes. Now, it's made by Garry Newman, and it's later published by Face Punch Studios. Initially, it was released as a mod for Valve's Source Engine, but then it became a standalone game. And many people, as well as filmmakers and meme artists, would use Garry's Mod in order to create various funny scenes. So basically, the creator of Skibidi Toilet took Garry's Mod in order to create his franchise and make money off of it. Now, everyone knows this, and it's not a secret, but basically Valve makes Half-Life 2. The assets are being taken and used by Garry's Mod, and then Garry's Mod is taken and used by Skibidi Toilet. So it is a little bit of a shock. People are a little bit dismayed when they realize that Skibidi Toilet is filing a DMCA suit against Garry's Mod. It's like, what? Like, you're complaining that the mod that you took assets from in order to make your shit is actually infringing on your intellectual property. So for a while there was confusion, a lot of people were reporting on it, and they were speculating that it may have been sent by mistake. And here you have the Fuck Boom, which is, from my understanding, the creator of the video series of Skibidi Toilet, coming out to explain what actually happened. He claims that he was completely unaware, and he was actually busy animating new episodes of the Skibidi Toilet when he heard about the Garry's Mod situation. He is here to make it clear that he has never tried to cause any harm to Garry or Garry's Mod. The letter Garry has shown on SNBox Discord channel is nothing to do with recent events, but from something that occurred back in the end of 2023 and is being taken out of context. So this is where it's actually hilarious. The creator of Skibidi Toilet, again, these are toilets which have human faces coming out of them, alright? Now, the owner is upset that they are being used in a disgusting way, that they're being used in a not safe for work way. And I'm thinking, like, how could that happen? How could that have transpired, chat? How can anyone look at an innocent toilet with a character from Team Fortress coming out of it and even, like, conceive to use it in a not safe for work way? Like, when I saw this, I was like, my goodness, what is the world coming to? Have people on the internet no shame? How can you do something like this? So, apparently he has played Garry's Mod for as long as he can remember having a PC. Is the game that he grew up with, and his love towards it never changed. Valve and Gmod forge the way to allow all of us the freedom to create worlds and experiences with ease and accessibility, to which I'm grateful for. But unfortunately, bad people take advantage of this ease, and they're making nasty content. Now, I'm not going to show you the nasty content, but I'm pretty sure that if you're on Twitter, you probably have seen it. And if you haven't, you can just use your imagination, because you're probably spot on, right? Like, again, it's not very difficult to figure out what people have done with toilets that have human heads coming out of them. It's not It's not that difficult of a thought experiment, right? So, like, if you're thinking about it, you're probably correct. Most of you don't know this, but back in 2023, Skibidi Toilet Not Safe for Work content has been massively present on YouTube. What you see right now is a mere fraction of that. I and my team were struggling with removing many heinous Not Safe for Work YouTube videos and channels that were using Skibidi characters in a gross manner. I mean, again, like I want you to imagine the demo man from Team Fortress 2, right? And his head is coming out of a toilet. That is like the Skibidi brand. That is right. That is not gross, right? Like that is pure and holy. But there are other people that are tainting the holiness of it all. All right? Am I understanding correct? Like, I'm trying to get educated because I wasn't a Skibidi fan. I'm pretty sure they're cool. I mean, again, I didn't grow up with them. Like, I happened to grow up in the age where Skibidi was a thing. It's just that we never intersected. So apparently, YouTube report system just doesn't work. This all still remains unprosecuted, fully monetizable, and available for all ages. I love my characters. They weren't created for the purpose to be exploited this way, especially being deliberately targeted towards kids on YouTube. Yeah, I would say that Skibidi Toilet should not be targeted towards kids, period. Like, even the vanilla and the modified version of Skibidi Toilet, they are a little bit too violent for my taste, right? I understand that America is all about protecting kids from sexuality, which is good. It's good. But I would add even more to that. I would also add violence to that, right? Like, when you reach a certain level of violence, it concerns me when it comes with kids. I know that, you know, like, America has kind of lost the violent plot. It's like, okay, the more violence and gore, the better. But I would say, no. Like, protect kids from not safe for work image. Agree. But also, on top of that, we're also going to add now, protect them from violent images. Is that something? And not to mention Skibidi Toilet, right? Like, a head coming out of a toilet. Is that what I want to present to my son? No. Okay, right. So, like, both of them, in my opinion, shouldn't be for kids. But, you know, what do I know? If it was up to me, no kids would be allowed on the internet until they're 18. And then they stop being kids. For Americans, it would be 21, though. I gotta say, right? Like, if you can't drink, you can't use the internet. So, for Americans, it would be 21 until they can use the internet. For the rest of the world, it would be 18. But anyway, right, so as we see here, I feel it's my responsibility to ensure that all hideous stuff like this would be associated with Skibidi Toilet and won't get recommended to children, period. Yeah, I think that Skibidi Toilet itself shouldn't be recommended to children, as well as everything else that comes from it, but I'm not in charge. I don't get to make the decision. The letter that was posted by Garry is not from me or my company. While we don't know exactly where it came from, it is possible it was sent after a member of the team reached out at the end of 2023 with concern that Skibidi characters were being animated and monetized in hurtful ways. You know, when I was a kid, like, sticks and stones were hurtful. This isn't hurtful. This is illegal. Like, you're not supposed to show not safe for work content to kids, right? Like, it's worse than hurtful. There's a level beyond that. It's illegal. The goal was never to take down Garry's mod. We've been very excited and tirelessly working on expanding the Skibidi Toilet and turning it into something even more amazing. More amazing than like, heads coming out of the... I'm forever thankful to Valve and Garry's mod for the opportunity they created. So, basically, this is a huge misunderstanding. Right. It's good that it got cleared up because Valve may have stepped in otherwise. Like, again, you're using the resources of Garry's mod, and then a letter in your company's name is being filed to Garry's mod. That's not cool. But secondly, this is what I tell independent game developers, like, protect your IP, right? So, like, when you see someone using stuff without permission from your IP, this is why you need to protect it, because you can end up in a situation like this, and even if it's a misunderstanding, if you get legal involved, it's expensive. So you may have to lawyer up, you may have to see what's going on. By the time you even get the confirmation that it was a mistake, you may have spent money. So, you know, it's best to take care of your IP and make sure that other people don't use it without your permission. That's my advice from this video. All jokes aside, let me know what you think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.